Hello and welcome to Wise Crypto. Now, I know what you're thinking. Another crypto scam video? Haven't I suffered enough? And you'd be right to be wary. The crypto world is like the Wild West out there, full of snake oil salesmen and promises of striking gold that vanish faster than a Bitcoin after you've spilled a pina colada on your hard drive. But fear not, dear viewers, because today, we're arming you with the knowledge you need to spot a scam coin from a mile away. We're talking about those digital fool's gold nuggets that glitter enticingly but ultimately leave you holding a bag of worthless ones and zeros, wondering where it all went wrong. Over the next few minutes, we'll be your sheriffs in this digital frontier, teaching you how to separate the fool's gold from the real deal. So before you throw your hard-earned money at the next shiny new token promising to make you a millionaire by next Tuesday, grab your metaphorical pickaxe, slap on your skeptical thinking caps, and let's dig into the world of crypto scams, shall we? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes. Now, let's start by defining what we mean by a scam coin. Essentially, it's any cryptocurrency project created with the intention of deceiving investors and making off with their money. These scams can take many forms, each more creatively named than the last. We've got your classic pump and dumps, where the creators artificially inflate a coin's price before selling off their own massive holdings, leaving investors with a rapidly depreciating asset. It's like musical chairs, but instead of fun, there's just the crushing weight of financial despair. Then there are rug pulls, where developers abandon a project entirely, taking all the invested funds with them. It's like that time you ordered a pizza during a blizzard, only to discover the pizzeria closed down months ago, and now you're out $20 and craving pepperoni. And let's not forget about fake ICOs or initial coin offerings, where scammers create a convincing-looking website and white paper for a project that never existed. They take your money and vanish into the digital ether, leaving you with nothing but a string of angry emails and a newfound distrust of anything blockchain-related. One of the first things you should do when evaluating a cryptocurrency project is to research the team behind it. A legitimate project will have a transparent team with verifiable identities and experience in relevant fields. Think of it like this. If you were hiring a contractor to renovate your bathroom, you wouldn't just trust some random person who slid their business card under your door with the words, "Bathroom Wizard" scrawled on it, right? You'd want to see their portfolio, check their references, maybe even Google them to make sure they're not secretly a raccoon in a tiny hard hat. The same principle applies to crypto. Look for detailed profiles on the project's website or on platforms like LinkedIn. Do they have experience in blockchain technology, finance, or other relevant areas? Have they worked on successful projects in the past? If the answer is no, or we can't tell because they're hiding behind cartoon avatars and pseudonyms, then that's a major red flag. Remember folks, anonymity might be the internet's superpower, but it's also a scammer's best friend. Don't be afraid to channel your inner internet detective and do some digging. Every self-respecting cryptocurrency project needs a white paper. Think of it as the project's manifesto, its mission statement. This is not a scam declaration all rolled into one beautifully formatted PDF. A solid white paper should clearly outline the project's goals, technology, and roadmap for the future. It should be well-written, informative, and easy to understand, even if you don't have a PhD in cryptography. However, if the white paper is full of technical jargon that sounds like it was written by a team of robots trying to impress their AI overlords, or if it's riddled with grammatical errors and typos, then proceed with caution. Remember, a legitimate project will want to communicate its vision clearly and professionally. They're not trying to win a literary award here, they're trying to convince you to trust them with your money. So, if the white paper reads like a ransom note written by someone who's only vaguely familiar with the English language, it's probably best to keep your digital wallet firmly shut. Chapter 4. Tempering Expectations, Evaluating the Promises and Hype. Now, let's talk about promises, shall we? Specifically, the kind of promises that make your inner skeptic scream, they're lying, my retirement fund is doomed. If a cryptocurrency project is making grand claims about guaranteed returns, revolutionizing the world, or making you rich overnight, then run, don't walk in the opposite direction. Remember folks, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Legitimate projects focus on their utility, their technology, and their long-term vision. They're not trying to lure you in with the promise of Lamborghinis and private islands. They understand that building a successful cryptocurrency takes time, effort, and a whole lot of coding. So, be wary of projects that rely heavily on hype, marketing, and influencer endorsements. They're trying to distract you from the fact that their project is essentially a castle, built on a foundation of empty promises and wishful thinking. Chapter 5. Tokenomics 101. Checking the token distribution. Alright, let's talk tokenomics. This is the economics of how a cryptocurrency is structured, and it's a critical factor to consider when evaluating a project. A solid project will have a transparent token distribution model, outlining how many tokens are available, how they will be allocated, and whether there are any lockup periods for early investors or team members. Now here's where things get a little hairy. Watch out for red flags like a massive pre-mine, where a significant portion of the tokens is allocated to the project's creators before the public even gets a chance to invest. It's like showing up to a buffet only to find out that the chef already ate all the good stuff. Not cool, man, not cool. Also, be wary of projects where the team holds a disproportionately large percentage of the tokens, especially if there's no lockup period preventing them from dumping their holdings and tanking the price. It's like playing poker with someone who can see everyone's cards and can cash out whenever they want. The odds are definitely not in your favor. Community or cult? Investigating the community and marketing. A thriving community can be a good indicator of a legitimate cryptocurrency project. Look for active social media channels, online forums, and developer communities. Are people genuinely excited about the project, or is it just a bunch of bots spamming rocket emojis and promises of to the moon? Legitimate projects focus on educating their community and fostering meaningful discussions. They're not just interested in pumping up the price so they can cash out and buy a yacht shaped like a Shiba Inu. Be wary of projects that rely heavily on giveaways, contests, and other marketing gimmicks to attract attention. While these tactics can be effective in the short term, they're not a sustainable way to build a loyal community or a successful project. Remember, folks, a real community is built on shared values, common goals, and a genuine belief in the project's potential, not just the promise of free tokens. Chapter 7. Show me the code. Looking at the technology. At the heart of every cryptocurrency is its technology. A legitimate project will have a working product or, at the very least, a clear roadmap for development. Look for open-source code repositories, technical documentation, and evidence of ongoing development. If a project is shrouded in secrecy, claiming to have revolutionary technology but providing no proof, it's best to be skeptical. It's like someone trying to sell you a miracle cure that's too powerful to be patented. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, transparency is key in the world of crypto. Legitimate projects are proud to showcase their technology and invite scrutiny from developers and the community. They understand that trust is built on transparency, and they're not afraid to open up the hood and show you what's going on under the surface. Chapter 8. Red Alert, Beware of Pump and Dump Signals. The pump and dump, a classic of the scam coin playbook. This is where the price of a coin is artificially inflated through coordinated buying, creating a sense of excitement and FOMO, or fear of missing out. Unsuspecting investors jump on board hoping to ride the wave to riches. But then, just as quickly as the price shot up, it comes crashing down as the scammers who orchestrated the pump sell off their holdings, leaving everyone else holding the bag. To avoid getting caught in a pump and dump, be wary of sudden unexplained price spikes, especially if they're accompanied by a surge in trading volume on obscure or unregulated exchanges. Remember, folks, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Legitimate price movements are usually driven by fundamental factors like technological advancements, partnerships, or positive news about the project. Chapter 9. Partnerships or pipe dreams, verifying collaborations. Now let's talk about partnerships. Legitimate projects will often collaborate with other companies, organizations, or institutions to enhance their technology, expand their reach, or gain credibility. However, scammers know that name-dropping can be a powerful tool for deception. They'll often make vague claims about major partnerships or strategic alliances without providing any concrete evidence. So how can you tell if a partnership is the real deal or just a figment of a scammer's imagination? Look for official announcements from both parties involved. Check their websites, social media channels, and press releases. If you can't find any information about the partnership from reputable sources, it's best to err on the side of caution. Remember, a legitimate partnership will be mutually beneficial and publicly announced, not whispered in hushed tones in the darkest corners of the internet. Chapter 10. Trust your gut and do your homework. So, we've covered a lot of ground today, folks. We've talked about fake teams, misleading white papers, and the ever-present threat of pump and dump schemes. But the most important piece of advice I can give you is this. Trust your gut. If something feels off about a cryptocurrency project, no matter how convincing the website or how enthusiastic the community, it's probably best to walk away. Remember, you're not obligated to invest in any project, no matter how much pressure you're feeling from social media influencers or your crypto-obsessed cousin. Take your time, do your research, and don't be afraid to ask questions. The crypto world can be a confusing and intimidating place, but it's also full of opportunities for those who are willing to learn and navigate it carefully. Just remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. And if anyone tries to tell you otherwise, just send them a link to this video. Outrow, stay safe, crypto explorers. Congratulations, you've reached the end of our crash course on spotting crypto scams. You're now armed with the knowledge to navigate the wild west of digital currencies with a discerning eye and a healthy dose of skepticism. Remember folks, the crypto world is constantly evolving and so are the scams. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and never stop questioning. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts, questions, and any scam experiences you've had. We're all in this together, folks. Let's make the crypto world a safer and more transparent place, one scam exposure at a time. Our next video appears here, and until next time, happy investing.